welcome back. Nice to see you all. Welcome back to FOGO land. So last week you saw how we did McDonald's McRibs our way. Well, now we're gonna do it the FOGO way. What we're gonna do is we're gonna heat up the Cotton Gin Smoker here, and we're gonna cook full racks of ribs, and we're gonna make a giant McRib sandwich, a full rack of ribs on one sandwich. Onions, pickle, sauce, it's gonna be fantastic. So why don't we go ahead and get this thing fired up, we'll get going, and we'll get these ribs cooking so we can get to eat. We got our fire started in there. We want to let it build up a little bit. So what we want to do on the Cotton Gin is open up these two side vents. We got one on this side, and we move over here to the other side. We get these both open, okay? That allows the air to flow in and come in the bottom and feed the fire so it stays hot. All right, so the first step is our rib preparation, okay? We want to check the backs, make sure there's not too much fat on them. These look really good. Actually, there's usually a silver skin membrane on the back that you want to pull off first. These already have it done, but what I do want to do is clean this up a little bit. See how there's all this extra fat in here? I want to take that off, so it just scrapes off real easily. All right, next thing we want to do, just dry them off. Give them a little rub down, dry them off nicely. Okay, because we are going to use two different types of rub on these. First one is called Wassie's Sweet and Smoky. It's made for ribs. Delicious, delicious rub. So we're gonna put a generous coating on. You wanna cover them pretty completely. And we'll give it a little pat down to make sure it's staying on there nicely. Now we're gonna let these sit out for a little minute while the smoker's still heating up, so that when we see the moisture starting to come back out of it, that's when we know they're ready. So that's the first one. And now for our second set of ribs, we're gonna use Wassie's Maple Reserve Bourbon Rub. Delicious on ribs, just absolutely goes well with pork. That's what you wanna do. You wanna get something that's gonna complement what you're making, okay? So for our SuperSize McRibs, we're gonna go with these two different flavor combinations and see which one we like better. Now, because of the way that we're gonna be cooking these, hanging them in the Cotton Gin, you have to use these hooks, okay? So you wanna put the hook through the meat. You wanna make sure you get it so that it's down below a bone, so that we got plenty of room that as it cooks, okay, it can hang like that and not pull off when the ribs get super tender. So let's go ahead and do that to all four of these racks. Now you'll notice most sets of ribs have a thicker end and a thinner end. I like to put the thick end at the top, because as the smoke comes up in the smoker, boom, you're getting automatic heat up at the top, because what does heat do? It rises. Voila, and it's ready for hanging. So, with that said, why don't we go over to the smoker and see where our temperature's at. Okay, so ideally we wanted to be at 275. We overshot it just a little bit and it got it to 300. That's okay, because once we put the ribs in, it's gonna cool it down a little bit. All right, here we are. 4 hours later, just over 4 hours actually, and our ribs are ready to go. Check these out. Woo-wee. How pretty does that look? Mm-mm-mm. And there, folks, is not the McRib, the McRon, the supersized McRib, the real deal McRib. Does that thing look awesome or what? I would say, what do we got? About 1.5 feet worth of goodness here. I can't wait. I got to dig into this. Look at the size of this beast. Is that something else or what? I can't wait anymore. We've been standing around taking pictures, but I have to take a bite. Oh man. Oh. That rib meat is so tender and so tasty. Oh man, you're gonna have to wait a second.
2,000 years later.
Wow, that's a McRib. Good Lord, is that good? You know from the last video, I'm a big fan of the McRib, but that is something special right there. Just a whole entire rack of baby back ribs, smoked nice and slow in the cotton gin at 275 until they're bone falling out tender, loaded up with sauce, kosher dill pickles, sliced fresh white onion, and a nice soft roll. You can't beat it. This thing is phenomenal. I'm sure you've seen other videos with it. I know we're a little bit late here with it, okay? But we had holidays, New Year's, and all kinds of stuff come in. So we're just happy it's 2021. We're happy to present this to you. I think you should try it. Make it at home. You may not even be a fan at McDonald's, but try it here. You'll love it. We sure do. I do. I know that. So anyway, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Remember, please subscribe to our channel, all right? If you like what you saw, subscribe. Hit like button. Give us the thumbs up, all right? Best of all, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Good, bad, or otherwise. I don't care. I take criticism well. I want to learn. I want to do better. So if you want to see something that we can make, please let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll put it in the rotation, okay? I promise you. Until then, thanks for tuning in for another week of the FOGO Life, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.